going on, fellas? It's been a hot minute. Got a couple things done, so I'd figure I'd give you a few updates. We're not even going to talk about this. Yesterday was my birthday. My old lady got me something pretty sweet. Got me a set of briar-proof bibs. I've really been wanting a set of them. I dig it. And a guy I know called me up. He's got a set of training collars that I got for a pretty sweet deal. So I got them coming too. Yesterday I called up my neighbor and we went back in the woods and did something. So we're going to go check on that. Jenny, you quit digging. I'm tired of filling holes. Quit that. What a weirdo. Anyway, so I've got a few like deer feeders back in the woods that are some pieces of 5-inch PVC on the side of some trees. Speaking of deer, there goes some right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if y'all seen that or not. They may have been eaten off of what I just put up. Anyway, 5-inch piece of PVC with a 90-degree bend on the end and about a 1-foot piece of pipe hanging out. And you put corn in it and they can walk up to it and nudge it with their head and knock some out on the ground. But I always remember my grandfather, you know, having coon feeders everywhere. And the way he used to, man, they're still there. Yep, they're running out through the woods right now. I don't see no horns, but I see white tails. Anyway, my grandfather used to, you know, that's where I learned to coon hunt. And everything he used to do is finally coming back to me. I never, you know, he instilled things in me that I don't even remember. They just come to me. But anyway, took a little of my birthday money and went and bought some supply. There they go again. I don't know if y'all can see them back there. Well, there's about 5 of them. Anyway, so I set me up some corn feeders last night for the coons. My grandfather used to do this. And it's hard to tell if anything has come back here yet. Now there's little pieces of corn on the ground, but 5-gallon bucket with a hole in the bottom of it so the little coons can reach in and get some corn and they got a place to sit. That way they have to walk up the tree. I guess once they figure out it's here, they'll start frequenting, and that'll give me a good spot with some hot tracks to, you know, run the dogs. We set up 2 of them. I don't think anything's eaten off of that yet. There's corn on the ground. We'll go look at this other one. Like I said, there were so many things that he taught me. There's so much information. I recall it, you know, years later. You know, like how to tie a certain style of knot on a fishing lure. And, you know, I never even thought about it. You know, I go fishing and that's the knot I use. And everybody's like, well, how the hell did you do that? I'm like, what are you talking about? I just do it. I don't know. I'd done it so many times, I didn't even think about it. And then I remember all of his coon feeders. And he used to catch he'd catch a coon and keep it in a rolling trap. And he would feed it and water it and then release it. And they would keep coming back to the same spot. But the one that he would keep in the rolling cage, he would use to train the dogs with. I think them deer are gone. Well, I've got his rolling cage. Let's see. And there's corn on the ground. There's still plenty of corn in there. I don't think anything's been here. Of course, they've only been here a night, so it's going to take them a hot minute to figure out it's here and what they can do with it. But they're up. And later on down the line, I'll try, you know, different kinds of food and, you know, see what works best. So I got 2 of them. If you can see that one, the one we just checked. Yeah. So, and this is all on my property. My property ends right here at this barbed wire around this tree. And there's another 4.5 acres right behind me. You can see over here they logged that last year and just destroyed it, but there's 4.5 acres right behind me that crosses a little creek that always has water in it. I'd like to get this land. I can't get a hold of the old guy that owns it. I looked up public records on it, and it's an old man that lives in New Jersey or something, and he's owned this piece of property since like 78 or 79. And of course it's landlocked. You can't get to it from anywhere. The highway is 3 miles or so through the woods. The road I live on curves back around, and I don't know if y'all can see, there's a house through the woods right there. Those are my neighbors. They own the property beside me, and it goes straight back from there. They've got a big L shape. They got a big section here, and then it kind of comes up, and then they've got an easement up to the road. But the road curves back around, and there's some people that live up on the hill, and the farmer's got their cows on it. I need to ask them if they know the guy that owns this. I know the people that own this and why it was logged. They don't really like people being on their property, but whatever. So corn feeders are up. I'm gonna, this warm weather's got me all kind of screwed up. It's supposed to be 70 degrees today and only 50 tonight. Of course, all the leaves ain't dropped, but you can sure see the top of the trees a lot better than you could 2 weeks ago. So, I'd like to get Cooper out tonight and run him. I'm gonna try my best to do it. See what we can muster up. But if y'all can think of anything different I should put in these feeders, you know, to attract the coons, that's fairly cheap. You know, I don't want to spend $50 on food or nothing for some coons. You know, I want to keep them coming up here, but I don't want to spend a whole ton of money on it. I found this little bucket at Tractor Supply, and it holds 2 sacks, 2 50-pound sacks of corn, and it's got a locking lid on it. Seems to work pretty good so far. You know, maybe I ought to mix some sweet feed in there, or I don't know. My grandfather always used to feed them cheap dog food, but let's see, he's been gone now for 5 years. 2014 or 15, I think. And he quit doing much with coon hunting and everything quite a few years before he passed. So, I mean, things were a little bit cheaper, you know, 10, 15 years ago when he was still doing it. But I remember he used to pick up a sack of dog food for like $7. I can't find that no more. Anyway, we're going to see how them corn feeders do, and I'm going to keep checking them every couple days, every day. I mean, they are in the backyard, so I can just drive the truck back here and look at them. I should be able to tell if, you know, something's eating off of them. And we'll see how that does. And if we start getting a bunch of coons come up here, then I'll start, you know, setting the catch-alives by it. And I may build me a little box, and, you know, keep the coons for a little bit and feed them, get them fat, and, you know, kind of let them get used to me. I don't want to, I'm not feeding them and catching them here at the house to kill them. I'm using them for training purposes. So I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to be mean to them or nothing like that. I want to, you know, feed them, catch them, get them fat, and then I want to use them for training. I'm going to let one go off in the woods, and I'll let the dog run it. And if he trees it, I'm going to leave him there. I need Cooper to run and track and tree. He'll get the coon shot out on him when we do it on a hunt. But I'm not going to catch or trap these coons just to kill them when he trees them. I want them to hang out around here. Plus, it may get in my neighbor's garbage, and I wouldn't mind that. But anyway, on that note, so y'all seen the video of me and my buddy putting that old J10 together, J20. From what I understand, I'm not a political person, but, well, I don't even like to talk about the crap much, but with the way things are going, from what I understand from my buddy Bruce, he says that they're already pulling permits for the pipeline. So he's going to be out of a job for quite a while. So the J truck is going to have to go away. I think another buddy of mine who plays with a bunch of Jeeps is going to get it. I know he's going to take care of it and build it. I hate to see it go, but I also understand that with the way this election crap is going, that he may be out of work for a long time before something gets done, because he's union. I don't know how all that works. I'm not in the union, but I know he's going to be out of work for a while. So the J truck's got to go away, and I hope it don't go the way that everybody's thinking it is, because it's going to screw a lot of people. It's going to make essential workers work that much harder, so that the people that think they can sit around and do nothing can have even more. Anyway, I'm not even going to get off on that tangent, because I can talk for hours on things that I probably don't understand as well as I should, and I don't know enough about it because I just don't care. You know, I'll care about it when they start coming knocking on my door for my guns or my possessions. Then we'll have a problem. But as for right now, you know, the election's it's gonna affect a lot of people. It may not affect people down at my level, 'cause I'm a nobody. I'm just a mechanic. But when it does get to my level and they start coming for my possessions and my guns, yeah, we won't go there. Anyway, boys, I'm gonna quit talking about that. My buddy at work, we did finally get his road armor bumper. We put it on Wednesday. I should have taken some film of that, but I didn't get a chance. So there's what's left of the box. That thing was massive. It's on the truck, seems to be doing good. You know, it still needs some little stuff. I think he's gonna get lights for it, may get a winch down the road, but it come out real good. I'm gonna burn all the cardboard and stuff off of it. It's got a nice pallet it come on, then I'll throw the plastic away. I'm gonna blow a few of these leaves. They're still falling, but the wind ain't blowing today like it was yesterday, so I should be able to blow the leaves without them pushing back on me. And if I get any more updates, I'll let y'all know. I'm hoping to get out tonight and run the dogs. I ain't been able to run coons in a few weeks, and I'm itching. That's kind of my therapy. I love being out in the woods, listening to the dogs and treeing coons. Man, ain't nothing like it. And if you ain't never done it, you need to at least once in your life. There is nothing like the sound of a dog ringing out through the woods. Oh, there just ain't nothing like it. I get the same feeling when I hear a dog tree as when you've been sitting in a deer stand for 4 hours and that 10-point walks out right in front of you, stares at you, and turns broadside. It just, man, it's a good feeling. Anyway, boys, I'm going to fire up the backpack blower and get rid of all these little leafy bastards, because I hate them. And I got stuff to pick up and whatnot. But we end up hunting tonight. I'll shoot a little video if we do anything worth damn. If not, we'll holler at y'all later. Deuces.